Alright, so I decided to make a video update on Rex, the chameleon that was rescued that has the fungal and bacterial staph infection. As you can see, he's not really happy. He hasn't been happy in a really long time. He's continuously this brown stress color because every day I have to take him out of the cage and give him the antibiotics and the antifungal medicine. As well as scrub down his body with this betadine solution right here that you can see with those cotton balls. Yeah, so he's not really happy. He doesn't ever like to come out of the cage anymore. He doesn't trust me anymore. And I'm really worried about him, but in a couple of days, right after Thanksgiving, I'm taking him back to my vet. And at that time, she'll tell me if he can be taken off his medicine. Now, he's been on this medicine for about 2 months, so that should be good enough. But she's going to look at his skin, and, you know, we'll just take it from there. Now, as you can see on him, and I'll get a little bit closer, his casque is healed up really, really nicely. There on the top kind of looks like a scab. That was actually exposed bone at one point. He also had some other area on his casque. I don't know if I can focus in on it. Right in the middle, where it's kind of dark and it doesn't match the rest. I know it's hard to tell because he himself is dark, but that was totally devoid of skin there and is healed up really nice. Behind his shoulder, he still has some scabs right here. Right here and here are areas that he had fungal lesions. They weren't, you know, too bad, and they just healed up like that. The scabs came off. Here on his arm is where he had necrotic skin, and that skin was actually taken off for the skin biopsies that were done to find out what type of skin infection it was. And as you can see, that's actually healed up really, really nicely. Really nicely. Now here, these spines across his back, they were all affected with fungus. So from right behind his head to about the middle of his back, I'm afraid is going to come off whenever it's done healing. Because I think all of that was affected by the fungus. Very sad. And as you also might notice, he's shedding at the moment, which is good because a lot of the scabs that were on him came off. And I don't pull any of the skin off that's shedding. I just let it come off by itself. So you might see some loose areas like right here that are just kind of hanging. And I just let it be. I don't want to cause him any more stress. So now we'll look at the other side of him, which looks a little bit worse, but again is healing up really nice. Let me see if he'll get down. I don't know if he will. Here we go. Let's see if I can turn him. Alright, so here's the other side. Now this has a lot of shed skin stuck around all the scabs that are there. And again, those were all fungal lesions and blisters that he broke out with. Very sad, especially because this all could have been avoided. Right here is an area that healed up and the scab came off. And then, you know, there's some more. This one right here, this scab, whenever the necrotic skin came off, it was a huge gaping wound. It looked like a puncture wound. But yeah, it's healing up very nice too. I'm very pleased with how he's doing. And there's another close-up of the casque. And again, you know that at the top was all exposed bone. Poor buddy. Yeah, so he's, I am a little worried. I mean, I know that he's getting better. The blood test results say that he's getting better. X-rays showed up normal. But I am worried because he's always in a constant state of stress. He's always this brown color, even when he's asleep at night, which is really bad for chameleons. and he's actually started to not eat as much as he used to. And since he no longer trusts me because I'm giving him medicine every night, he no longer drinks water from a syringe from me without me having to put it in his mouth first, have him taste it, and then he realizes, oh, it's water, it's not medicine, and then he drinks. Again, I'm a little concerned about that because with the antifungal and antibiotic medications, they're really hard on reptiles, especially their liver and kidneys. And it's really important to keep them really well hydrated so it doesn't cause any permanent kidney damage, because that in the long run can kill a reptile. They'll go into renal failure. Yeah, so that's the update on Rex. Just thought some of you might be curious to how he was doing. Hopefully he'll be able to get off this medicine here in a couple days and stop being so stressed out and get back to his normal self. Alright, and that's it.